What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Star Wars Clone Wars breakdown. If you do enjoy the video, then please do drop a like and also a subscribe with notifications on so you never ever miss a video there. If you're already subscribed for quite a while, you may need to unsubscribe and resubscribe there to get notifications. So happy May the 4th weekend here. And weirdly, this May 4th thing has been going on for a while, mainly really as a joke, to be honest. I think it's only really since Disney have gone all in on May the 4th that it's really been a big thing. And Rise of the Skywalker is out on Disney Plus, which is a pretty big deal there. It's been a while. I was going to buy it on a 4K Blu-ray, but I'm just going to stream it now. And this May the 4th will bring us the final 2 episodes of Star Wars The Clone Wars, with episode 11 having dropped today and episode 12, the finale of Clone Wars, airing on May the 4th. It's funny, pitting the end of the saga against a controversial end to the saga. Yes, Rise of Skywalker is streaming and going head to head with the superior Disney story, which is of course Star Wars The Clone Wars there. So this episode is another part of the final ever arc, the Order 66, and full stop to the end of the prequel saga. We have spent so long on a saga that started almost 20 years ago. Yes, The Clone Wars is set in between a movie which came out in the mid-2000s and a movie which came out in, again, mid to end 2000s there. I really want to kind of move on now and explore where we haven't seen, which is where The Mandalorian is going. The sort of in-between sagas there are the things that really interest me. I want to see what happens between the second Death Star exploding and the rise of the First Order. However, before that actually happens, we need to see off arguably the best piece of Star Wars media of all time, The Clone Wars. It has given redemption to major characters like Darth Maul, who decades after his death has returned, and his story is still being told. And it's also giving redemption to Luke Skywalker. It's also giving redemption to the prequel saga there. We start with Darth Maul being given the full Hannibal Lecter treatment in a conveniently kept box which can stop Force users, which, yeah, it looked cool, but really there was no other way to suspend belief that Maul can actually be tamed. I mean, you saw what he did with his brother. They were savages. They literally did that just to get Obi-Wan's attention. Now, naturally, this episode was going to deal heavily with the bombshell that was Order 66, and just like the last episode, this is running the same time as episode 3, which is very cool, as Anakin is about to find out he should really have taken that high ground and listened to Obi-Wan, at least once in his damn life. One of my favourite arcs of the show was how Fives actually found out there was a chip in each clone that gave them a reason why Order 66 was executed with total blind devotion by the clones. It was pretty tough to believe as this show went on that they fought side by side with the Jedi and then were instantly like, you know what, brat, dead. We don't need to know or be told why they are enemies here, because if you've actually seen this episode, you've obviously seen episode 3, so you know why they were considered traitors there, and you know what happened at Palpatine's bachelor pad there. Yes, lightning happened, and it was from his fingers. Yeah, I'm going to stop that analogy there. So this episode also made me think that Mace Windu was a total and utter douchebag, and the Jedi Council got what was coming. So Ahsoka was wrestling with her own conflict of what it actually means to be a Jedi and in reality was not popular really, and it still weirds me that the Jedis were generals when they are peacekeepers in the Star Wars universe. The war was very, very controversial, so that was that. And that was what she was wrestling with. Her return was great, but Mace Windu calling her a citizen and the rest of the Jedi Council ghosting her was harsh as hell, especially as she helped them capture Maul, something the golden boy Obi-Wan could never actually do. He just sliced him in half and then later on was like, I'm going to phone it in from here, to be honest. And her story mirrors Anakin there, the Jedi Council not granting Anakin the rank of Master, and their treatment of him throughout his entire life led him to become Darth Vader. Palpatine knew exactly what would happen when interference happens. The Jedi are really smug, and they kind of brought it on themselves here, as he knew what the interference from the off would happen like, and played them like a damn fiddle. So here, treating Ahsoka like that made me excited to see what happened to Mace Windu in episode 3, and I went straight to see him die there and get yeeted out that damn window because, well, you know what? He had it coming. He should have actually, and the rest of the council should have kind of guessed what was going to happen if you make someone angrier who is naturally angry there. The action once again takes center stage here as Order 66 occurs and Rex takes the orders to kill his friends. And twice we actually hear audio from episode 3 when Ahsoka hears Anakin, and the order itself is actually given by Palpatine. That scene in Revenge of the Sith was iconic, and again here the mirroring works. The animation of Rex taking the order and trying to actually fight with himself and his chip with what he was actually born to do was expertly done, and it's mad to think we get some of the best Star Wars moments of all time from a cartoon. Not a single moment within the Disney sequel trilogy can hold a single candle to anything that has happened in this arc. This arc is actually near perfect. It's been many years. I've always wanted to see what happened elsewhere during Order 66 because we see them getting yeeted and killed so easily. So seeing Ahsoka instantly take fire and bat it away was great, and here the uneasy alliance, sort of, with Maul was interesting to watch. As I said last week, they also have similar stories there, and I'm excited to see where Maul actually eventually ends up, because we know where he ends up. We know he survived this. We know he is in Rebels. He was on Dathomir, which was mentioned in Solo, and I'm really hoping we get a Solo too. I really want to see what happens when Kira goes to Dathomir there. And it's really weird that it was an absolute wasteland in the Fallen Order video game, which I've recently played, and I absolutely loved. If you haven't played it, go and check that out. It was just so cool. So we also saw him die in Rebels as well. Like I mentioned, he was in Rebels, and to be honest, that was a bit of a letdown, seeing him die there in Rebels after such a really cool arc there. And he died very, very quickly. Maybe we'll get a retcon. I don't know, because I never actually wanted to see him die. So seeing Maul take down the clones here was incredibly fun to watch. He went full Darth Vader in Rogue One, or did Darth Vader go full Maul in the Clone Wars, considering that this actually takes place first? So I liked how he did all of this. After asking for something to give him a fighting chance, Ahsoka wouldn't share any of the 2 lightsabers that she actually had there. And well, he decided, you know what, I'm going to bring back the old me. Dear Lord, I'm going to take them down with just Force powers alone. It's nice to see Force powers actually used here, because we never really see the full potential of Force powers really in the visual medium. And it's really cool seeing these happen here. I guess it's because they are kind of too OP. I mean, if people were force pushing, force pulling, and force doing whatever they were doing, that it would be a bit OP. So we even see Maul chop off limbs just to escape, and that was it. The episode was over. It happened far too quick, and well, once I'd watched it, I went straight back, watched the episode again. Parts of Clone Wars almost kind of felt like filler and kind of corny as hell with the droids. Those droid arcs, what were they? But when we get the diluted Star Wars experience like this, it really does make me wish that Dave Filoni had Kathleen Kennedy's job, as he is very much, in my opinion, the true heir to George Lucas, the man who created it all and kind of almost destroyed it in a way. He's heavily involved with The Mandalorian, so is it really any surprise that The Mandalorian is, or was, better than anything in the sequel trilogies? And really, when you think about it, we've actually had a pretty damn good run of stuff, minus the main actual movies that we got. And I'm going to be sad when this ends. It's going to set up the franchise for the next sort of way we actually go with years of canon. And there's a clear reason why they actually decided to bring back the Clone Wars and make that actually canon and not a sort of Star Wars Legends thing in the great kind of canon purge that happened, which a lot of people were very upset about. And this will set us a good basis for the future of the stories, where we'll learn where Ahsoka actually went, and it can't be too liberal because we see her in Rebels, and if it is to be believed, she will actually be popping up there into The Mandalorian, played by Rosario Dawson, which, yeah, I'm absolutely down for that actually happening. So fingers crossed we get to see a setup for her. Maybe we'll see some sort of Easter egg, a baby Yoda perhaps. Probably not. That's just me actually getting my hopes up. And maybe I'm just going to get my fill and watch The Mandalorian after this, and along with Rebels. And it's always weird to me that Rebels finished before Clone Wars actually finished. The sequel finished before the prequel. Yeah, that was very weird. But there was nice callbacks in this episode to Rogue One's Chirrut saying that the Force is with me. And that was very, very cool. Nice little thing there. Because let's be honest, aside from those movies, we've had some really good media. And Rogue One just is stunning. But that's it for this video. Please do drop a like and a subscribe down below. Check out our other videos. I did an MCU update discussing where they're going next as well. I will be doing the video next week on Clone Wars. And check out our stuff on Westworld. I've got another Westworld video coming as well. So I will see you soon, and goodbye.